Man, oh, I can't, bro. Oh, sometimes you can't just do nothing but laugh. Sir, I have a lab assignment to finish. Drop out. Fuck. Drop out of school. Group Goonin is crazy. Group Goonin gotta be the craziest bar I ever heard. What? What do you mean, Group Goonin? Nigga laughing maniacally. What are you talking about? A ruined stream and TikTok is back. What? TikTok's back! TikTok's back, baby! We got our brain rot back! For some reason, people thought I wanted TikTok to be banned. No. Never said them words. Them words never came out of my mouth. But guess what? I ain't gonna lie, the discourse being Trump saving TikTok will be the thing that make me laugh for like the next week. Like I'm so dead ass about that. I have it in my mind that Trump being the reason they got this done will make me laugh. But you know, I think we all should educate ourselves on the subject matter. And you know, at first we was gonna watch like Legal Eagle talk about how TikTok's bad, but it don't even matter because TikTok is back and fully functional again. It's back and fully functional again. So there's really no need to watch this, right? There's no need to watch this, right? But maybe we all deserve a couple of perspectives, you know what I'm saying? Especially from this guy who made within 4 hours the same thing. Oh, TikTok goes offline. Woke Gen Z rages. Donald Trump just saved TikTok. Y'all might just get ready to pick your poison because all of this was unbeknownst to me until I hit like literal minutes before I just pressed going live. First of all, Gio, Trump did not ban TikTok. You would have to give that leeway to Joe Biden. Number two, probably tomorrow or at some point throughout the week, they're going to probably give it a 90-day extension to figure out if they're going to sell it or if they're going to do a workaround. Number three, there is no logical reason to ban TikTok. Do not come to me talking about data. Your data is already stolen. You would know that if you looked at the terms and agreement of every app that you have on your phone right now. You would know that if you actually read those terms and agreements. It's brain rot. I would like to welcome you to social media. TikTok is not the only place to achieve brain rot. There's Instagram, there's Twitter. It's deviant. Need I remind you that you have to go through every single social media app to say that. You can't just look at one and pretend like that don't exist everywhere else. And maybe this is the part where somebody brings up Blue Sky. Listen, Blue Sky is just like Twitter. Twitter had to be sued to remove child porn. So please don't try to like pick and choose when you want to play that more high ground. But hey, it's back. We got our brain rot back. Yeah. I got my brain rot back. I'm excited. I'm happy. I need to put a hoodie on so that I can turn my camera on and you could all look at me with pride and joy and understanding. Like, I ain't gonna lie. If you got a Sony product, you might as well kiss your daddy goodbye. Like, if you any Sony product, from a camera to a PlayStation, you might as well kiss your daddy goodbye. Your shit already gone. Your shit more gone than anything else. Gone. Oh man, that's what y'all get. Y'all want to trust corporations and companies, not realizing these corporations and companies all make things happen. My smartphone is. When the fuck did Sony sell smartphones? Am I behind on reality? Am I? What the fuck? Oh, if you watch porn, your data's gone. Bro, I'm still seeing people play weird defenses for the dude who pulled up to that fucking cafe drive-thru, whatever the fuck you call it. And it's like, y'all defenses are not gonna stick for that, man. Y'all defenses are not gonna stick for that, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not saying any of you, but if you watch that last video and you think, oh, well, it should be that way. It should be that way. Oh, man. I don't know, bro. It's not how that works. How are people defending that? Oh, well, here's one way. Did a quick Google search and found out that these two are the ones that opened this place and they got kids too. So, look, a happy family. a happy family. And I correctly pointed out, you got Hooters and you got strip clubs. I don't know why y'all not just saying Buddy's weird for showing up to a fucking drive-thru with his pants down, but LOL, sure, fine, all right, that's wonderful. I'm still seeing weird defenses for the TikTok ban and how we should have empathy for TikTok creators. Listen, and I did not do a good job of illustrating this. I never wanted TikTok banned. I am not against people making money being content creators and social media influencers. Diversify your income. Jesus Christ. Diversify that fucking income. Expand your portfolio so that you can make more money. So that if some shit like this happen, you have a plan B and a plan C. But motherfuckers bet it all on one thing and then they don't realize how much of a fucking drastic decision that is. Me included. The only problem is calling TikTok content. Well, it is. Where else can we see dumb people lose their shit? Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Like, some people truly have convinced themselves that Twitter is a place where rational conversation happens. And I don't know if any of y'all are in the chat that think that shit, but you're a fucking moron. Like, imagine OnlyFans being banned. The sick part is, I think it was either last year or the year before, TikTok got in a sticky situation where they like changed the branding and fucked over a good majority of the porn stars, and the porn stars got active. It was like, you can't do this to me. And then they changed it back because OnlyFans was not intended for this. OnlyFans was never intended, according to the fucking business themselves, it was never intended to be specifically like a porn website. But it became such a porn website, and they tried to deviate from that, and it didn't work. Stick to what you know. That's where they getting a lot of that fucking money. They might as well just go ahead and go with it. Leon, what's this thing about women, about the woman male going out about? Shut up, we'll get there. Fuck you. You don't interrupt my flow while I'm talking. Who the fuck you think you is? Who the fuck you think you be? Who the fuck you think you be, huh? Where do you get off? Sex Sales News at 11. First stream, big fan. Or you're gonna be disappointed, my boy. I'm sorry, but you're going to be disappointed. I'm sorry. It's your first stream. I don't know how to tell you, you're gonna be disappointed, my boy. I'm sorry. I try to make it a little safe space for you, but you're gonna be disappointed. It's a place of all just vibe, you know what I'm saying? I just find something I want to watch and go about my fucking day. Just chill, man. I just chill. I'll never be disappointed with your character. What character? You think this is a stunt? You think I'm putting on a performance for you? You think when I turn all this shit off, I'm just... Are you insane? Are you out of your mind? Have you lost your frontal fucking lobe? In about 11 fucking days, I'm gonna be screaming, playing a fucking horror game called Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4. Are you insane? In the motherfucking membrane? Huh? Motherfucker? Dude yells all the time. You still need to address the fact that you sent me a grown man's nudes. Like, all jokes to the side, you are fucking weird for that. I don't give a fuck. Your excuses don't help you. I want you to know that you sent me a motherfucking grown man's nudes. You and Sly, I don't give all jokes to the side, you and Sly are weird as fuck. You and Sly are weird as fuck. Sly weird for asking for that shit. You weird for sending it. Y'all niggas is weird. And I'ma look at both of y'all sideways for the remainder of our time being associated. Because that shit is weird. That shit is fucking weird. Once again, how did Chris come across those news? What a poignant question. And you know what's sick? Niggas will be like, why is it on my timeline? I'm sorry, your shit is algorithm based. So you gonna have weird shit because you engage with weird shit. Someone tagged them. So what possesses you not to block that or report it? Why did your mind go to, let me check Discord, see a man say, show me the nudes, and you sent them? Like, I want you to understand, nothing you say helps you here. Like, nothing you say will help you in a conversation with me. Why report it? It ain't private nudes. Why send it to two grown men? Because one asked for it. Once again, nothing you say helps you. You're fried, buddy. You're fried, buddy. King asked, you and King, weird. You're weird. You're weird. I didn't ask for that shit. Why do I want to see another man's penis? I have my own penis to look at. Glorious image. Why would I want to see that? You niggas are weird. You should be ashamed of yourself. Nevertheless, don't ever fix your lips ever again calling any of these pedophile art community niggas you watch weird. You're weird. Chris, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You backed out of that fucking mission the other day on Helldivers. Not only are you weird, but you abandoned the fucking Super Earth. Crazy work. That's crazy work. Abandoning the Helldive is crazy work. That's how I knew you was weird. I should have known your ass was weird when you abandoned the Helldive. I'm making drastically false statements. You just admitted King asked you for those nudes and you sent them. You admitted that. And you quit on a mission where I had 7 super samples. You left me alone. Are you insane? Have you lost your fucking mind? I hope Leon is over retweeting weird shit too. I'm not. Whatever weird shit I see, definitely gonna retweet. What are you talking about? But see, I'm a normal American man. So when I see like a raunchy ass BBL, I'm retweeting that. But if I see penis for some fucking reason, you know what I'm not gonna do? Retweet it. I'm gonna block that and clean up my algorithm just a little bit to where I only see women. My bad. Did you want me to make a private Twitter account to jerk to? No. No. And, might I add, just for the brevity's sake, I never said the fucking another man's penis. Keep that in mind. I know. Sending news to a guy seems kind of gay. Kinda? Kinda? That seems kinda gay? Buddy, I got some news for you. That's mega gay. That's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious gay. That shit's freakalicious. When did Leon sound like Mickey Mouse just now? What are you talking about, bro? Context? What do you want context about? Chris the Narc, famous large content creator, sent me nudes of another man. That's your context. That's your context. Chris should be ashamed of himself. Chris should be admonished for this type of shit. But y'all let Chris slide because he white. We need to stop that. How's Peachy? I don't know. Let's ask. Let's text Peachy and see where we go from there. I just told her you fucker said hello. Well, that's the end of that phone. Literally getting slandered in real time. I'm trying to figure out where's the lie. You admitted to it. It was like, you, if you was on trial for rape, you would be in jail, buddy. You just admitted to it. And now you're trying to say we slandering you? Come on, bro. That's why I told you this the other day. I am not a YouTube debater. I'm going to focus on one minute fucking thing, and I'm going to hound that shit into the fucking ground. I'm going to be on your ass about that one fucking thing. Cause ain't nothing a motherfucker say after gonna help. Ain't nothing said after is gonna help the situation. It's just gonna enhance it for me. It's gonna make me feel good. And that's all that ever matters. Me feeling good. I think that's the proper way to go about it. You're adding more than that. What are you talking about? You? So look, let's see if I'm adding something to this. You said King asked for nudes. And then you sent those nudes. You're a fucking weirdo. Sly's a fucking weirdo. Don't fucking sit. Keep going. That's it. You sent nudes, bitch. You're weird. You're weird. You sent me nudes. I could have been a child. Remember, in front of my knuckles, nigga. I had just bought this motherfucker. I still got the tag on this motherfucker. On my knuckles, nigga. On my knuckles, nigga. Like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Put that man on super trial, bro. We might have to. We might have to put bro on trial. We dead ass might have to put bro on trial. You got too much gooning going on, goon monster. There's literally too much gooning going on in this world. Like, bro, in front of my knuckles, nigga, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You sick. These motherfucking echidnas have 4-headed penises, and you did this shit in front of him? Are you sick, bro? Like, what's wrong with you? Fuck, tell Knuckles you an OV. Motherfucker said, tell Knuckles you an OV hoe. Oh, what? You didn't know echidnas have 4-headed penises? Did you not know that? Did you not know that echidnas have 4-headed penises? Have you never seen the Game Grumps clip where everybody found that out because of that? Like, did you never know about that shit? Oh, God. Bro, did you not know about that shit? Hannah, did you not know? Hi, Hannah. You know, Chris, Hannah abandoned you because... Hannah, did you know that your fucking cop friend sent me nudes? What a world. The more you know is crazy. Speaking of the more you know. Speaking of the more you know in the matters of circumstance. Chris is a cop. Chris is white, so that's basically being a cop. I know that as a content creator, I often get looked at and people come to me and say, you should talk about this, you should talk about that. And I genuinely miss some things. And maybe during all of the fanfare regarding this, I was a little bit preoccupied with something else. But when people were discussing their children being touched in bathrooms, of course, that was a concern for a lot of people to deal with and a concern that a lot of people should have pressed on. Well, having said that, I found this article and I just want to read this to you all. It's from 2021, but the circumstances in it just make me feel a little bit queasy deep inside. The mother of the 15-year-old boy at the center of the Loudoun County school rape spree. First of all, calling it a spree is drastic because why was a 15-year-old going on a rampage like that? Has come out and slammed the young victim of the assault, claiming she was willing and that her son isn't to blame for the rape. Now, I'm not a parent, and I could understand wanting to defend your child. We just talked about it in the last video in regards to your children doing something dumb, and because you're a mother, you got to stick up for them. There's no way under the sun, if I was to bust a nut in a woman and then 9 months later that nut come out and it just develops into this human being and then the human being go out and unconsensually touch a bunch of people, there's no way under the sun I could possibly defend that. Like none. Like zero. There's a 0% chance that I could do that. Yes, you are my flesh and blood, but I've cut off family for less. I could definitely cut off family for something like this. The Loudoun County School Board came to international attention in October when a father revealed that his 9th grade daughter had been sexually assaulted in the girls' restroom at her school by a male student wearing a skirt. The assault took place at Stonebridge High School in May and was followed by a series of controversies, including the father being violently arrested when trying to confront school board members about the assault at a public meeting. The boy would be promptly transferred to another school where he would later be arrested for sexually assaulting yet another. Yeah, so again, not gonna sit here and defend somebody like this. And it ain't even possible for anybody to rationalize defending their own flesh and blood like this. I get it. It's your child, but the Mom of the Year award is not going to you. In October, the teen was found guilty of rape in the first case after being charged with 2 counts of forcible sodomy, 1 count of anal sodomy, and 1 count of forcible fellatio. He is awaiting trial on the second assault. I hope by now, because this was 4 years ago, this dude's in jail. Today, the mother of the boy came forward to speak to the Daily Mail about the incidents, but rather than showing any empathy for the victims, she slammed them while defending her son. He's a 15-year-old boy that wanted to have sex in a bathroom. You are the worst mother ever. on every metric of the imagination. There, you could list off the worst mothers and the worst defenses possible, and this bitch is sitting right at the top. Because how is that the first thing you say? How? Like, how could you actually craft your thought process after waiting maybe days, weeks, months to speak to people in the public, and that's the first sentence? That's the first sentence you bring out. Not, I'm sorry this happened. I'm embarrassed as a mother. I thought I raised my son better than this. I'm not even a parent. How do I already have better PR stunts to say than this? How? It's impossible. How is it that you are just being like, hey, my kid was basically horny, so what's up? She stated that seemingly neglecting the fact that her son had been convicted of rape, and they're twisting this just to make it a political hot button issue. Now, class, I, again, am not a parent, nor am I a politician, but I understand that because of social media and everybody thinking their opinion deserves to be at center stage, everyone wants to turn something into a hot button political issue. But when we're talking about human beings, children, teenagers, forcibly putting their meat inside of other people unconsensually, that's not a political issue. That is a crime that deserves to be addressed. She went on to blame the victim in the first case of her own sexual assault, saying, if I was in a position where I was about to be raped, I would be screaming, kicking, and everything. You're 15. You can reasonably defend yourself. You're not just going to sit there and take it. Okay, I think I have all I need to scream into the ether that you are a dog shit human being. Not just a mother. You're a failure of a mother. You're a failure as a person. You're a failure of a human being. You were a waste of sex that your parents engaged in to create you. And I feel like God, even though he really doesn't make too many mistakes, I feel like this is one of his key mistakes. You are a sick individual. You deserve nothing but the pits of hell. Your son deserves nothing but the pits of hell. And that's not me being political. That's me having a standard in society as to where you cannot unconsensually grab, touch, or insert anything inside of another person. And when you do, you deserve to be jailed. And no amount of your family bonding or your family trauma is going to make me say, oh, well, maybe, just maybe, this is a matter of circumstance, and that is something that just shouldn't have happened. Or where I'm going to sit here and say, yes, you strong, bulky 15-year-old victim, you wanted it because you didn't fight back and you didn't kick and scream. That is a traumatic experience that not just 15-year-olds have to deal with. There are women of all different ages that have to deal with that, who have a mountain of different reactions in terms of the circumstances upon being violated. And no, I'm not going to sit there and think, oh, hey, you wanted it, you 15-year-old. Yeah, that's exactly what you... Because on what planet does anyone think this would be a rational statement to put out into the fucking ether? The woman admitted that her son has run into trouble prior to either of the sexual assaults he committed this year, including sending nude photos of himself to a girl in the 5th grade. This is your son. This is what you wanted to defend. This is what you stuck up for. So you admit that, yeah, you know, you're a 15-year-old. But you bring up that your son also sent nudes to a 5th grader who's probably like, I'm taking a strong guess, between the ages of like 9 and 11. Like, ma'am, your son is sick. The boy's mother said that he had sodomized the girl in the first incident by accident, going on to claim that he said he was intending for vaginal. This can't be real. I gotta be falling for some type of bait. This gotta be some type of troll, and I am the one who's being trolled right now. The boy allegedly identifies as pansexual and enjoys gender bending using his clothes, but allegedly does not identify as transgender, according to his mother. A recent photo revealed that of him shows him wearing a skirt as well as leather chokers that says kitten. In the photo, he's standing in front of a number of pride flags, including one for pansexuals, asexuals, and LGBTQ people. Who cares? I do not value that this freak is standing in front of any of this. I care that he violated 2 people and sent nudes to a 5th grader. But he's weird. He deserved to be locked up under the jail. And you know, just because you're the parent of a sick fuck, I'm going to assume you raised him terribly. And you deserve to meet Satan and Lucifer. And all of you can have a nice little orgy together so that you can understand, yeah, your son is a motherfucking weirdo. I'm sick. I'm sick. What the fuck? This is from 2021. This is from 20. Look at the date. This shit is from 2021. Like, I got sent this. Like, Leon, did you know about this? Yo, I don't fucking know about this shit. Yo. There's articles about it from 2023. Oh, well. We had to go back to the beginning, bro. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? We had to go back to the beginning, because the beginning makes it all worthwhile. Did you know? Why is this normalized for the LGBTQ community? This is normalized by a bunch of people who are sick and twisted. I'm not just chalking this up to the LGBTQs because I got a bunch of fucking Christian evangelists who rape kids, and that's... Are we really going to play this game? Because we're going based off of sexuality. There's a lot of white people, specifically women, that end up, for some reason, getting pregnant by kids. And none of them give off the presentation of being LGBTQ. Thought you were gonna bring up white women and dogs. I mean, when you fucking hear about humans having sex with dogs, what's the skin color? Y'all was saying Haitians was eating them, but y'all fuck them. Chris be out there fucking them. Let me stop. Let me fucking stop. I gotta be stopped, bro. What does Leon say constantly? Bring on the rapture? Don't even say that. I don't even say that constantly, so you just lied. If you're gonna quote me right. It's start the rapture, number one. Number two, don't even say that too often. Cope, seethe, blocked, and retarded. But we're still not done. We're not done, boys. We're not done with the content. I am a happy boy because months ago, I told y'all the best course of action in dealing with school shooters is to just monitor everyone and everything. All the people who say weird things out into the ether, you monitor them and make sure that whatever it is that they're saying and doing, you keep on leash, and that you make sure if they start saying something a little bit above and beyond, you engage and you start acting. And I was critiqued. I got a little pushback because, you know, in some instances you got school shootings happening and people say, oh, well, we had them on our radar for a while. You even had people going to these individuals and saying, hey, you're posting all these things on social media. What's going on here? And they lied to them, and then a week later they shoot up a school, and it's like, oh, them's the breaks. Well, I'm happy yet again because an NYC student was arrested with a loaded gun after posting an alarming video on social media. Somebody gotta go down. 17-year-old Forest High School student who waved a loaded gun on Instagram in a threatening manner was arrested and charged with a felony. A video obtained by the Post shows the teen handling a firearm and ammo clips and bullets, then gyrating and waving a gun while speaking along with the rap song Bow Bow, Somebody Gotta Go Down. Classmates who saw the video posted on January 7th told their parents when they notified the school. That good students. This is good, all around good job. Kids, this should be a life lesson to y'all. Don't let propaganda confuse you. Snitches don't get snitches. What did I say? Snitches don't get stitches. Snitches get bitches. Always remember that the next time you feel like you're being pressured not to tell on somebody. Remember, everyone who snitches ends up with women. That's a good life lesson for everybody to learn. The NYPD's 112th precinct boasted on Facebook about the arrest of an individual found in possession of an illegal firearm and imitation gun. The NYPD, who would not name the suspect, but the Queens District Attorney's Office identified Moshe Kahimov, terrible name, as the adolescent offender, a term for youth aged 16 and 17 accused of a violent felony and whose cases are made public. Kahimov is charged with criminal possession of a loaded weapon, an armed felony offense, a criminal complaint states. He is also charged with possession of large capacity ammunition feeding device and a fake gun which substantially duplicates an actual pistol or a revolver. I'm happy. We need more of this. We need more people. And you know what I don't see? I don't see any semblance of it being a joke. Oh, I was just telling a joke. Also, you notice how, and maybe I'm the sick person for this. You notice how when all these people try to talk about how, oh, it's trans school shooters, even though there's way more mass shootings that happened last year, and only fixating on the trans ones proves my point about people going based off of propaganda and not actual statistics. When they put up those pictures, a majority of them motherfuckers are white. So this conversation gets half-assed so bad. Aren't firearms banned in NY? Now look, I don't mean to be that guy because I could be wrong about this. Isn't it only like a certain area where it's like, oh, this is a gun-free zone? Wasn't it like one specific area that was like a gun-free zone? I don't even want to talk about this because I'm getting tired of you motherfuckers saying that this motherfucker a man and y'all ain't giving me no proof. If I don't see no dick, I don't give a fuck. If I don't see no dick on this lady, I don't give a fuck, bro. Y'all just saying shit to say shit. No, I'm going to hell one day, but it ain't gonna be today. I think Chris can help. Wow. Okay. Okay. How did politics end up going as low as a third grade level pettiness? You could pin that on. The cats. They're eating the pets. You could blame that on the politicians and the social media influencers who dick ride them. I know y'all want me to say which side, but the sick part is both of them. And only a stupid motherfucker would respond to what I'm saying with, oh, insert side here started it first. Oni, welcome back to the fields, sucker. We missed you. You thought you could escape, motherfucker? You thought you could escape, motherfucker? Thought you could get away from the field and your duty to serve, motherfucker? No. Politics been petty, part of the game. Yep. But see, when I tell y'all that, I'm an edgelord. Indoctrinated to that Leon pill, as you should. As you should. Motherfuckers already found my video saying that my shit didn't age well. My shit still age well. Didn't escape. My dad died. So wow. Okay. Fuck. Just threw that right at my fucking face. Damn. May your father rest in peace. I don't know. You could strike me as somebody who could say, I hate my father, but I also could be wrong about that. So I'm choosing to say, may he rest in peace. What didn't age well? Oh, apparently my video about TikTok getting banned didn't age well. The thing about it is, still didn't want to see TikTok banned. Also, I'm still right. Betting it all on one platform, hilariously dangerous fucking game. Betting your income on one thing that's not even steady, dangerous fucking game. I'm just waiting for a motherfucker to tell me to delete it, because that's what I'm not going to do. That what I ain't going to do. But yes, I was about to say something depraved. Everyone, send your condolences to Oni. He was a great man. Both of my parents were. Hope they rest in peace. Oh, they're both dead. May they both rest in peace. I should not have said that like that. My bad. Can't catch a break, can you? You remember when the motherfucker said they got assaulted and I just didn't read the full paragraph they said? Ooh. Yeah. Halitosis goes to me. The tism did not come out. What are you talking about? I was fine. I was just not prepared. So look, how y'all want it? You might as well just go ahead and pick. You got option 1, you got option 2. Ain't no two ways about it. We gonna get to the gooning, and we gonna get to the gooning in a second. But you get one or two. We gonna speed through these motherfuckers, but how you want it? We gotta know. We gotta know one way or the other. Bros. It's either gonna be option 1 or option 2. You know what? Since y'all can't come to a decision, we just gonna get it over with right now.
And we begin tonight with breaking news. Time has run out on TikTok. The popular social media app is offline tonight after a new law banning it went into effect in the U.S. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Luke Clary. Many users were...
I'm so bored. I need something to play. All right, I don't need to see any of the reactions. I just need the perspective. We got to get the perspective, boys. Without the perspective, can we truly survive?
Has officially shut down in the United States of America, at very least temporarily. I think it's going to be very short-lived because it seems as if Trump is going to be in a position to save the day. And that's the main reason I'm covering the story, because you have liberals now boohoo, whining, and crying, begging Trump to save TikTok, okay? Because a lot of these individuals on TikTok, they're now making a living, okay? Their livelihoods have essentially been put at risk because of TikTok shutting down. So now they can't make their content, they can't make their money, they can't sell their products, they can't do whatever they were doing on TikTok in order to make money, okay? And yes, you have people who are quite literally breaking down in tears because they feel like their lives have been destroyed based off the fact that TikTok is no longer available in the United States of America, at least temporarily.
I mean, that was a fucking legitimate concern. People had businesses, people had brands, people had contracts, people had money to be made on TikTok, and it was going away. Dangerous game, but not a fucking game that, is invaluable.
Right, take a look.
Anyone else just been crying on this app all night because it feels like we're losing a community. It feels like we're losing friends. We're losing a platform where we learn so much.
Mind you, the people laughing at these motherfuckers crying are the same ones that was like, we got our free speech back on Twitter. Did you get it back? Because I feel like Elon kind of got rid of y'all and took y'all. Elon took y'all fucking money when y'all started talking bad about him. The fuck?
About things we didn't know about, opportunities, places to eat, movies to watch, books to read. It's inspiring to see people talk about how the Fisher...
Nigga said, I'm comfy on iFunny. You should be banned from society just for being on iFunny.
To move somewhere else afterwards. No, the community's not going to go away, but it just feels like losing a family member. It's a fucking app. I know I might be being dramatic, and I know I'm not somebody that got some crazy following on this app, but TikTok made a fucking difference for me. And this sucks.
And to the US government, I'm never forgiving you for this. And I'm never gonna trust
government that routinely does not benefit or help the common man in a lot of aspects. The government that routinely does nothing about several fucking issues in this country. This is the moment you realize you won't forgive them. I mean, welcome to the club, but okay.
trust you ever again because you just, like that, took away millions of people's income and livelihood.
All the motherfuckers that died because the government, you know, now is when we say fuck the government. Okay.
And who does that? So I'm never trusting you ever again with anything.
Oh, I'm starting to give up hope that there's going to be a Hail Mary moment at the end of this that's going to save this app.
I'm so dumb coming on the internet and crying about an app, but the fact is that this has been a sense of community for me for years now.
I'm not mad at motherfuckers crying about the app. I'm more mad at the motherfuckers who are like, fuck it, what am I gonna do? Like, that was the thing that kind of got me, because it's like, I'm not mad at a motherfucker wanting to make content, and all the stupid motherfuckers were like, content creation is not a job. Tell that to them taxes these motherfuckers gotta pay. Yeah, that's a job. But holy shart, it's not really a lucrative job.
No, and it got me through really,
unless you fucking sign a contract with a motherfucker to where you getting paid.
really hard times in my life. The pandemic, losing my job, all of that, getting divorced, like all of this crap that's happened to me in the last 5 years since I've been on here. Hours and hours and hours of time I put into creating stuff for this platform. And I'm not the biggest creator on here. Like, I'm not like, I don't have 3 million followers or 10 million followers, but I am.
No, skill issue, honey. Time to fucking get you some 3 million fucking followers, bozo.
I do have a platform. It's the biggest platform I have, and I worked really.
It's really not fair that, like, they're banning TikTok. And I know it's dramatic as hell that I'm crying, but I just seen a video of the girl that made the renegade dance. And I'm crying because I read a comment that was like the algorithm saying goodbye to us. And I've been noticing that a lot over the past like week. Like, all the trends that came in the beginning are coming back. And it just makes me really sad because it genuinely feels like our parents just came in the middle of a school year and said, yeah, forget all your friends, forget all the hard work that you did at this school, forget everything that you did, you're gonna have to start from scratch. And it sucks because it's like, it's beyond TikTok dances, it's beyond all of that. Like, we have put Black culture on a stage that everybody can appreciate. Y'all have shown me things about
can they? Because y'all still get on these apps and complain that nobody like y'all. Like, is that what y'all did? Is it? I don't think.
Psychology and my family and my friends and myself that I would never learn in this lifetime. Like, I don't really know, like, and I know it sounds dramatic to say I don't know what I'm gonna do without TikTok, but like, bro, I really don't know who I'm gonna be without TikTok, because a large part of who I have become in the last 6 years and a large part of my growth has come from a lot of the stuff I've learned off of this app. And I really hate to think about it.
Yeah, so you see that.
I mean, you could wait. You could be mad at that. You could be mad at what she just said. She kind of right though. And you know how I know she right? You know how much shit y'all end up learning off social media that you didn't learn in school? She got a point. She kind of got a point there.
The process of restoring service. Okay, so as I said at the beginning of this video, this ban is going to be very short-lived. But regardless, the fight to save TikTok is not over. Okay, so we need to discuss this whole situation. Okay, because TikTok, it looks like they're going to be restoring service. But again, the ban is still in place, right? They still going to have to deal with this issue at some point. There's a lot of boo-hoo and grind. There's a whole lot of outrage that is currently happening right now due to the TikTok ban. Okay, and this is something that has been threatened for a long time from the U.S. government. Even under the Trump administration, he signed an executive order to try to ban TikTok, but he kind of backed away from it after the backlash and the legal challenges. Now, some of the reasons for the ban includes data privacy concerns, national security risks, and accusations that TikTok censors content critical of China or is a platform to spread misinformation. Now, those are the reasons that politicians use to justify forcing ByteDance, which is the company that owns TikTok in China, to divest from TikTok to sell to a U.S. company, or else they would risk being banned. Now, that sale hasn't happened yet, so the ban is happening, okay, at least as of right now. Now, critics of the ban are basically saying that no, this is not about TikTok being a Chinese spying app, which it is, okay, or national security concerns, anything like that. No, it's about censoring free speech, okay, because the politicians all of a sudden were motivated to ban TikTok during the pro-Palestine riots and protests, okay, and we had a whole bunch of people speaking out.
Also, I didn't see anybody complaining about TikTok being a problem when Trump got on that fucking app and started campaigning. Y'all thought I didn't see that shit? So, was it a security concern when the fucking 47th president got on that fucking app? Oh, is this all just bullshit? I know which answer I'm going with.
about Israel. It just so happens that the politicians got whipped into shape and they decided to ban TikTok.
TikTok is back, yes.
Get an app in which you had a whole lot of people that were very anti-Zionist, anti-Israel, and that ultimately, in my opinion, I think that definitely played a big part in motivating the politicians to get it done. Okay, so a lot of people are saying that no, this is actually about banning free speech. Regardless, from a political perspective, the Democrats are taking the heat for banning TikTok because it was signed under the Biden administration. Biden signed off on it, and the Supreme Court ended up upholding the ban, and now it looks like Trump is in a position to benefit because it looks like he is going to allow TikTok to continue to operate when he gets back in office via executive order, at least temporarily until they can finalize a sale. So it looks like Trump is going to be able to save the day here and get another W over Democrats, and that's why I say that the politics about.
I told y'all, Trump saving TikTok is gonna be the funniest fucking discourse for me because a lot of motherfuckers who hate him begrudgingly are gonna have to be like, fuck, he did one good thing for us. And the motherfuckers who dick ride him, see, Trump did something good for y'all. I win because I get to laugh at all.
Behind this is extremely fascinating because it seems as if Trump is about to get another big W, right? He's going to get a big W among liberals because they're the main ones boo-hoo whining and crying. I'm not saying there are no conservatives that are upset about this. I think there are some people from a libertarian perspective that are, concerned about the free speech.
Why is it always conservatives, but from a libertarian perspective? They're conservatives. Just give it up. It's okay that you have conservatives out there who disagree with you or operate differently from you. We're going to talk about one of them in a little bit. But, bro, like, you ain't got to butter it up to where, oh, they're coming from a libertarian perspective. No, they're coming from the perspective of, hey, we don't want to see this shit banned either.
Implications of this ban, but regardless, a lot of people are upset have to be on the left, and then they have to depend on Trump, right? They're begging Trump to get TikTok unbanned. So it's pretty hilarious to see how all this works.
So look, this video is 20 minutes. We're 9 minutes in. Did y'all see anybody say anything about, please help me, President Trump? Now, there's still time for him to show us, but Jesus, this is just like the liberals melting down, and he showed me an Army veteran who calmly spoke in disagreement with Trump. It was like, I'm giving him a chance.
Worked out. So without further ado, let's get into it.
More than 170 million Americans. TikTok offline. If you tried to open the social media app this morning, I know I did, you probably got a message just like this one that says TikTok services are, quote, temporarily unavailable due to the U.S. law banning the Chinese-owned app. That took effect today. Sirachi Rai, social media reporter and director of audience development with our partners at thehill.com. Sirachi, good morning. This is not the resolution that 170 million TikTok users were hoping for. What happened here?
That's right, Hannah. Good morning. At around 10:30 p.m. last night, TikTok voluntarily decided to go dark. Now, this was ahead of that midnight deadline when the ban would essentially be in place after the Supreme Court ruled unanimously to uphold the ban. So a lot of users very disappointed. People were live tweeting their reactions. They've decided to migrate to other platforms. And for a lot of users today, they're waking up to the fact that TikTok is not accessible. We've also heard from Amazon, Google, Microsoft, as well as Apple that app is essentially unavailable on any of their stores. So if you already have that app downloaded, it should still be on your phone, but you won't be able to use it, and you cannot download it again on a new device. Now, this has been a long time in the making. President Biden signed this ban into law in April, and a lot of reactions since then have been flowing in. And we know that there are 7,000 TikTok employees in the United States who are also waiting to hear about their future. But the company has said that they are being supportive to their U.S. employees while they figure out what the details of this ban are and if they might possibly get a reprieve. So what?
Wow. Yeah. So honestly, I don't understand why there hasn't been a U.S. equivalent, right? A competitor that people could easily migrate to.
You fucking moron. Not only are there several competitors, you're running into the issue of what is attractive via those competitors. Let me help y'all out. Compare content. You have motherfuckers who do movie reviews. What are they doing them on? What's the style of how they do them? What's the energy that they bring to it? Yes, they're competitors. They do the same things, but there's something different about both of them that allures an audience to go to one instead of the other. It's business. What? And it don't help that you motherfuckers were so concerned about data that these motherfuckers, 2-3 days before TikTok got banned, they moved to another Chinese app. What was it called? Red? I think it was called Red Note. They moved to another app. So all that data shit really didn't mean too much.
I guess you have other platforms like YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and I guess Snapchat as well too that I guess are kind of competitors in the sense that they are.
But if you over the age of 18 and you use Snapchat, gotta be on that list. You gotta be on that list of motherfuckers.
Offering short form content, right? Those short clips and stuff like that. They don't do it at the same level as TikTok. I think the closest thing we have maybe Instagram Reels. But I'm not entirely sure why somebody hasn't made a copycat app yet, right? Where it's like, no, these are the exact same features as TikTok. It's just the US version. It just have people.
I mean, we did. It was called Vine. We had that before TikTok, LaBud. It was called Vine. Literally the same fucking thing.
I I'm not sure why it hasn't been done yet. Maybe it has been done. Maybe it's just not popular. Social media is a tough business. It really is. This is why X is still so popular, because once people get on an app and they like to be on a social media network, it's really hard to get them to transition to a competitor unless the competitor is significantly different or provides some other good or service associated with social media. But regardless, personally, here's the thing. I think that this is only going to be temporary. I think Trump is going to ultimately end up saving TikTok one way or the other. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of how. But I don't know, maybe a day or two away from TikTok is good, right? Maybe it's good for the mental health of this country, right? Especially on Trump inauguration day, okay? Actually, I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of hoping that TikTok opens back up on inauguration day, right? Because I want to see the tears, right? The liberal tears. I need to get some content to talk about the liberals who are crying over Trump being inaugurated. Because there are conspiracy theories out there that Trump's not actually going to be inaugurated, right? And I want to see the disappointment on these people's faces when they figure out that their conspiracies are real.
He is not going to be sworn in, and he will not be our next president.
What does this have to do with TikTok? You sick bastard. Ooh, you just wanted to talk about something else. Ooh, you bastard. Ooh, you bastard. You just want to talk about some other shit. What does this have to do with TikTok? See, I be telling y'all, these motherfuckers got it in their mouth. I told y'all they be having it in their mouth. And it be unnatural how it fit. It's unnatural how that shit just fit in their fucking mouth. But it fit. Firm grip, too. Niggas be sucking this shit dry. Because I'm still waiting for the liberal who begged Trump. And then look, I'm not saying it didn't happen. Because whatever you want to find, if you look for it, you gonna find it. But fuck, I would have thought you would have fucking produced it to me now. Please. Like, I'm not opposed to seeing a liberal, please, like that fucking video. President Trump, please shave me, as this motherfucker getting arrested for doing some dumb shit. Like, it ain't hard. All you gotta do is do it. But motherfuckers don't want to do it.
How I know that for certain comes from the knowledge of some information I found out last night that I didn't know. We all know that when Biden was sworn in, the one person not present at his inauguration was who? Donald Trump. He liked the character to be.
Oh, I don't care. Skip.
Conspiracies that Trump isn't actually going to be president. When they find out that, yeah, those things weren't true, right? That didn't actually work out the way that you thought it would, and that Trump is now, in fact, your president. So yeah, I mean, that is the part I'm disappointed in the most. I do understand that TikTok.
I ain't gonna lie, I might live stream tomorrow just to watch the inauguration. Just to be like, we're doomed. I ain't gonna lie. Because I got inside information. I won't tell you my sources, just like everybody else who doesn't tell you their sources, but you believe them anyway. My sources tell me it's gonna be a long fucking day at the inauguration. It's gonna be a long fucking day.
TikTok is a Chinese spying app. I definitely think that it is a national security concern.
Right, we're all gonna die.
Hoping that they're able to force ByteDance to ultimately divest from the app and to sell it to a U.S. company. Right? I'm hoping that that's what happens.
What are the implications for the people, the business owners, the content creators that use TikTok on a daily basis?
That's right, Hannah. We saw during the pandemic that there was this huge surge in small business owners really making their living through their popularity off of TikTok. TikTok is a very creator-focused platform. They focus more on,
They're eating the dogs.
Why would you say that? Please, I'm not saying that. It's a fact. Buddy really had his eyes closed, hands in the air. Please save me, Donald Trump, please. And he's getting arrested. That's a criminal.
The social media of old, where you could have a video go viral, get millions of views, and that would result in business for, especially small business owners who rely so much on this app. So they're definitely going to be impacted by this ban. We've also seen from creators who've been posting their videos on TikTok. One very popular creator who talks about lifestyle and lifestyle stuff on her TikTok said that it's like losing a good friend. So we know that people are extremely disappointed by this. And what we will hear maybe from President-elect Trump, who hinted yesterday that he might give them this 90-day reprieve. He said that if that decision comes from him, it will come tomorrow, the day of his inauguration. And he told basically all the TikTok users to stay tuned for that. So we'll have to wait and watch to see if President Trump does give them that 90-day reprieve.
All right, we'll keep an eye on this. Sriracha, right? Thank you. We are
yeah.
So look, where was the begging? What the fuck? Where was my begging? I was wanting to see beggars.
Hilarious. So you have President Trump possibly getting a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. We'll see if that actually is finalized and how long that lasts. But regardless, historic, okay? Now you have Trump becoming the president that is going to save TikTok. A lot of these far leftists are probably losing their mind right now. Losing their minds over the fact that Orange Man is about to get another W, right? He's about to get another W. It's crazy how that works. It really is. The politics behind this is perfect. Biden's side man went through with it, okay? But again, a large part of the Democrat Party base is on TikTok. So they basically hurt their own base of supporters. He loses the election, Kamala loses the election, turns around, and then Trump is going to be the one to say TikTok, right? Again, it's hilarious. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. So again, hey, I'm hoping that somehow Trump can work out some deal in order to have the Chinese company divest from the platform and go from there. That's what I'm hoping happens. I don't really want TikTok to be banned permanently. I just want it to be an actual U.S. app, right? I don't want it to be a
Why? Just so that the U.S. can steal my fucking data? Like, I'm again, still waiting to see, like, who begged? The motherfuckers at the beginning? Did he beg?
Crazy. God, and I get now I'm rooting for Trump. Ew, God, they're fucking great. So dystopian. First of all, I feel pathetic that I'm freaking out like this over an application being unavailable on my phone, but also like this has been a massive part of our life for the last 6 years, and normally when something happens, I would get on TikTok and start complaining, and I can't even do that. I feel like disconnected. I feel cut off from the world and my community. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. God, and I get like now I'm rooting for Trump. Ew! God, make America fucking great again.
Oh well, maybe this counts. Maybe this counts. Does this count? I was still waiting for like the begging. I think this counts. You know what? All is forgiven and forlorn. All is forgiven and forlorn. I don't think I could stomach 2 quartering videos. I don't think.
Well, no sooner than I literally uploaded the last video.
Too slow!
Some breaking news came through, and it looks like, at least temporarily, TikTok will be restored thanks to some communications that ByteDance has had with Donald Trump. There's a lot of details to discuss here. I know a lot of people will be very happy about this. I know a lot of people will be very, very annoyed by this. Again, my position is kind of in the middle, where I'm okay with TikTok existing if it's owned by American companies. I have no delusions about, what happens to our data in America with, fake.
Really? Buddy, y'all phones be hacked. What are you talking about? Y'all know when y'all get that fucking message about delivery and how you ordered some shit you know you didn't fucking order? Yeah, your data's gone. Bud, I don't know how to tell you this, but your data go bye-bye. Your data in the hands of the China.
Facebook and Instagram and all this other stuff. So it's
Facebook, the place where motherfuckers' data got stolen? Oh, nigga, it's in your mouth. I made a tweet on a Twitter account that you should all be following because I told you to follow it. If I get hit, fuck! I made a tweet. Listen, every fucking excuse motherfuckers then thrown out about TikTok getting banned proves to me that the FBI got y'all. The FBI has compromised you motherfuckers. Every fucking tweet that I see of motherfuckers sitting there speaking against TikTok being available lets me know the FBI got y'all. Because ain't no way.
To me, the divestiture and an American purchaser is the best possible scenario. I just checked, and the site is back up. By the way, I know not a lot of my followers use TikTok. That's totally fine, but it's a big part of my growth plan. Instagram, Reels, TikTok, Facebook this year. I produce a 3-minute daily news segment there. If you use TikTok and you want to follow the quartering news as one word, it'll be linked in the pinned comment. It's 3 minutes.
Oh. Your data's gone. Oh. All that fucking woofing and you still using the app. Oh. What? What? You know what? Fuck it. It's Goonin time, boys. It's Goonin time. Now look, I have told y'all for months that this bitch's downfall was gonna come from her own fucking mouth. I told y'all that this bitch was gonna fuck up and then it was going to lead to a bunch of people getting mad at her. And all it was gonna take is for one moment. And I didn't expect the moment would come from something called Goonergate. Who is this? This is Melonie Mac. Known for several things: hiding behind Jesus to use slurs, not following the word of the Bible but pretending like she does, eating sticks of butter, that's what she's known for. That's what she's known for. But I want you all to watch this corporate shill fucking be a corporate shill at YouTube E3.
It's gonna be it for me, but I had so much fun. And really quick, I want to give a quick shout out to Roberto and Christine in the back because they made all this magic happen, showing all your tweets, and it was just so awesome. And of course, Jeff, I want to thank you so much for having me. I had so much fun.
What a fucking shill!
Over here, Melanie.
All right.
Hang with us. It was a fun time. It was a crazy 2 days.
It was.
A lot of games. What was your favorite game?
So you all get the point. This is a shill. Ended up in the hospital from not drinking water. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Did this bitch go to the hospital because she didn't drink water? What a gross subhuman. Drink water, ladies and gentlemen. But there's controversy in the streets You know how when Stellar Blade came out, or before it came out, all the weird motherfuckers was like, oh, I'm mad Sony's going to restrict my access to see 3% more skin. And you know how people looked at those people fixating on that and called them weird? Called them losers? You ain't got to look too far for people who said it. I said it because they were. If you were fixated on 3% skin on a fucking virtual character, you're a loser. And there's no real way to say anything other. Because that didn't ruin the aspect of the game unless you are a horny motherfucker who didn't realize that Rule 34 exists.
Who does? It's so impractical. Hey, we got a $23 Sky Pack. Come on.
Hey, appreciate the follow. If you're using the word... oh, motherfuckers finally caught on to my hypocrisy. I told y'all everybody a hypocrite. I am giving myself a 1-day pass to use this word. Tomorrow, if you're still, everyone gets a 1-day pass to use the word. If you're using that word tomorrow, you consume child porn. Now, I make the rules, and if you break them, that's you. That's your reputation, not mine. But Melonie has been getting a lot of pushback from people because she's been talking about how women are portrayed in video games. Oh, Melonie. And it hasn't gone over well with the Gooners. The Gooners want to goon to their virtual female characters. And it's been an adventure to see. Say the least, it's been an adventure. And it's been an adventure that I have been enjoying and sitting back and seeing. I even tweeted about it. That's how you know it's important to me. You know it's important to little old me when I pull out the phone and start, God damn, I just got blown away. And I start tweeting. But Marshall Defender, by the way, thank you for welcome to my fucking plantation. Around here, we suffer. But we suffer together. So it makes it all worthwhile. I'm sorry. I know you all come to me for, well, you shouldn't be coming to me, but I know you all visit this channel for my introspectives and retrospectives. I'm doing such a good job. Grifton ain't easy. Wait. First of all, I want to read this tweet. I lost a lot of followers on this topic, but I'm not afraid to speak against perverts, queer, or straight. Ooh! The perverts are not only gay, but also queer and straight. Who could have predicted? Oh, me? Damn. So it's almost like you shouldn't base your fixations on ideology based on a group of people, and you should base it on everyone. Because everyone's susceptible to the issues. Yes, there's black people who shoot up schools. There's also white people. Persona. I didn't mention First Descendant here because I genuinely sort of forgot about it. But hey, in 6 months for a live game with ongoing, it's down 95%. I don't care about that. Get the perverts out of gaming and just give us good games. But when we was fixating on Lara Croft's attractiveness and the size of her cleavage, that was based in edgy and cool. That's what I heard. I heard it was cool based and edgelordness. That's what I heard. I heard it was cool to goon, which it's not, you fucking left-wing liberal baby bitches. Do you understand that that's weird and shouldn't be a thing? Are you aware that should not be the way you do this? I need to finish Persona. So do I. Not gonna lie to you. I say that as somebody who never finished Persona 5. Matter of fact, should I make y'all mad? Where is it? I have 2K16. I am actually a terrible human being. It should be all the way down here. Should it not? No? Where is it? Where's my persona? Why can't I play 2K17? It's somewhere. It's somewhere. It's somewhere on this game list. Aha! Here it is. I'll just go ahead and download that. Cause you'll never see it coming. It coming. Greatest song. Don't care. What was he talking about? Oh, Gooners. She wanted the perverts out of games, but saying things like, so is Nathan Drake straight just for the sake of being straight? Newsflash, gay people exist, and it's a normal thing. There are lots of games with straight couples, so you either have to be against all relationships in general or okay with them. Otherwise, you're just a bigot. Ooh, hypocrite. Just blocked 2 of my followers who replied to this tweet with homophobic hate speech. We're blocking people for hate speech? Melonie. Oh, Melonie. Oh, Melonie. No, I didn't play Persona 5 Royale. Get well soon from your homophobia. Imagine being so ridiculous that you miss out on quite possibly one of the greatest games of this generation because you're scared of lesbians. Ooh. Imagine the surprise on your face years later, Melonie, when you would miss out on games and completely ignore the subject matter of games like Sonic because you're fixated on the woke. On the woke. On the woke. Ooh, Melonie, you in trouble. You goofy. She's a goofy. A goofy goober. Yeah. She's a goofy goober. Yeah. But we ain't all goofy goobers. No. Because Melonie, you done stepped in it, baby. I'm pretty certain some of you know who, oh no, it's Alex. Oh no, I'm Alex, whatever the fuck his name is. I sent him a very great meme that I found on the interwebs. I sent him a very great meme that I want you all to see because I think you'll love it. Do you like it? Do you like it? Hot women in video games bad. Fuck off. I don't believe in that made up nonsense. Hot women in video games bad. Oh, it's so true. Because some people will sit there and agree with that hypocrisy. And you know, while I did love being a woman, I never want to be like a conservative woman. And I say that because conservative women are in like this really bad bubble where in some aspects, no one gives a fuck about them unless they say something they agree with because, you know, titties. And I'm noticing it more and more when like a conservative woman speaks and she says something that is not agreed upon by the gooners who want to fuck. And I just notice it. And I'm just like, boy, it must be difficult being a conservative woman. I would feel bad for you, but, you know, I'd have to feel bad for the liberal women too, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. Because, you know, they're in the same boat. First off, why would she be talking? Yeah, like no, every time I bring that up, people say I'm out of pocket. But these are the same women who are like, you know, women should go back to being more traditional, being in the kitchen. Okay, delete your social media. Delete that YouTube channel. Oh, no, you're not going to? Well, welcome to not being traditional. What have I been saying over the past number of months? Face down, ass up, make that man a couple babies, and then when you done, don't worry about postpartum. Go make him a sandwich. Go make him a sandwich. He's hungry. You serve the man of the house. Hello. Who? I'm not gonna stop saying that. Shit's stuck in my head for reasons that I will accept. I don't give a damn. Wow, I'm not reading that out loud. You're on your own on that one, buddy. I'm not gonna lie to you. You got that one. You got that one by yourself. But you just know I see you, but I don't hear you. I see you, but I'm not with you. Okay? Just so we make that abundantly clear. But I need to know. Oh, I will. This is the one I like. This is the one I like the most. Please allow me. I don't do personal drama. There's no way people are that mad because I said I don't want to see characters twerking in thongs. This is either manufactured out of proportion because the news cycle is slow and rent is due, or there's some angry demons. I will be staying on topics and not gossiping about people after you just gossiped about people. This is just stupid and catty behavior. You're almost 40, not married, and don't have kids, and say that word on the internet because of Jesus. There's only one thing to do at this point. You're pushing 40. You're a fake Christian. You're also an ex-liberal. Gross. You support race mixing. You suck on Jews. Your ex-boyfriend. Wow. You're not even a gamer. Just a grifting e-girl. Get the fuck out of male hobbies. My God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven up. Bro, the laugh. I only read like the first part. I didn't even read the whole tweet. Bro, imagine, wait a minute. Imagine how bad the pussy gotta be for you for your husband to leave you for a gay dude. My God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above. It's amazing, isn't it? Melonie Mac is a used up whole. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Hold on. Melonie Mac said, get the perverts out of gaming, and games based on lustful intent lack substance. Wow. So when I was fucking running around as Nathan Drake trying to find treasure and also getting some sweet puss from Elena, that was her name? I was just acting in lustful actions, bitch. I was getting some sweet peen. What do you mean? I ain't gonna lie, this bitch do deserve tomatoes. Is she go using the Bible as a defense again? Oh, look! There's her getting ready to bust out a slur. Well, that's not really the way of Jesus. Oh, look. Wait, why is this post unavailable? Oh, I thought she deleted it. Oh, I think this is the quartering tweet. Okay. Tattling to me because one of my co-hosts said something you don't like while not even on my show is peak woman energy. Get that out of here. All it does is make me want to have them on the show even more. You got me mixed up if you think I don't stand by my people. This is like reverse tipster. Where like everybody tipster stands by ends up like beating him. But like the people who stand by Jeremy are loyal people. Like that's like reverse. That's reverse. Like everybody ends up like turning on tipster, but this motherfucker gains a welcoming type of structure to be around. It's for fuck certain the fucking reverse. What did I wake up to? My God. In an awesome God he reigns from heaven above. It shows they fear her and her message. Yeah, bro, stop gooning in video games, bro. And if you don't agree, you clearly hate her or something like that. I don't think anyone fears her message. She's just coming across as extremely hypocritical and letting down a lot of longtime viewers of her channel. Now that she's directly contradicting herself. If you consider my honesty and convictions to be a betrayal of my audience, it appears you're getting by simply by telling yours what they want to hear. Oh, what? Melonie! Melonie. Bookie Bear. My little Boogie Bear Melonie. Melonie, do you want to talk about how you're saying things that the audience wants to hear? Really? Melonie? Witcher goes feminist? Intergalactic Hethic prophet? A Tomb Raider fucking thing, you sick fuck? Your channel is telling people what they want to hear. And listen, that's nothing against her. Everybody's channel is that. Yes, some people have a passion for what it is that they're talking about. Let's not play this fucking hilarious game. It's okay to fucking make content that you enjoy that also is what people want to hear. It could be two things. It could honestly be two things. But knowing how drastic of a bait and switch Melonie is, it leaves one to speculate. I miss games were just fun and not political arguments. Well, you have to blame that on the internet. Because I don't know about you, video games still fun to me. And when it come down to wanting to hear a bunch of people's arguments, I'll do it for a while. But then eventually, I'll turn that shit off and go right back to playing the game. Because that is how normal people operate. That's how the 9 people watching me on Twitch and the 71 of you on YouTube operate. Regardless of how you feel, you're being indoctrinated right now. The Leon pill is infinite, and it'll always be here.
It's on queers is I do these gooners. Is this anything pornographic? I would say no. Yes, what you're doing is shameful. Yes, I think this stuff is shameful and I don't want it in my entertainment because it's shameful and it's hurting society. I mean, dude, have these people played Final Fantasy, the people complaining? Have they played Final Fantasy at all? It's disgusting and it's perverted. No, I don't want it.
You're going to hell for those tattoos on your fucking arm, sinner bedwench. We don't need that fucking perversion in our fucking YouTube algorithms, you bedwench.
Because this, especially like some of the, I mean, Final Fantasy, we've seen outfits like this and even more revealing. It's just, it's art. Do I think that people participating in these activities are losers? Yes.
Ma'am? Ma'am, wait, because we about to watch the full video, just so y'all know. We about to watch the whole thing. Does anyone notice something? I'm mad that I don't know who I was watching because I was just watching a bunch of people laugh at Melonie Mac. Does anyone notice something about the background? Now, you might be inclined to say the Laura Croft thing, but no. Right there. Does anyone know what that is right there? Where the cursor is. That is a fucking Pucciana. Is it a Pucciana? Puchita? Whatever the fuck. It's from an anime called Chainsaw Man. Bitch, you're a loser. Ooh, by your logic, you're a loser. Because I don't know if any of y'all read Chainsaw Man of like the recent like 50 chapters. Boy, y'all in for a fucking hellscape. Whenever the fuck they get to animating like Chainsaw Man Part 2, y'all gonna see how weird Chainsaw Man can really be. Which means Melonie Mac is a loser. She's a loser. You'll listen unless it's a down dog shit GTA opinion. Listen, I don't give a fuck if any of y'all are in here Tim Pool fans. I just want y'all to know Tim Pool sucks, not because he colluded with the Russians, but because his dog shit GTA take. He can or cannot collude with the Russians all he wants. Just stop fucking talking about Grand Theft Auto. Just stop. just stop. Just please never again speak about my game. Like, stick to talking about all that other shit, bro. You can talk about anything else you want. Stay the fuck away from my game, bro. That was the most that was the dog shittiest dog shit take of all dog shit takes. Like, no. And listen. I understand some of y'all might be Tim Pool fan. You keep being a Tim Pool fan. I ain't telling you stop. I'm telling you he had a dog shit take. His take on Grand Theft Auto, dog shit. Some shit that let me know a lot of these motherfuckers, when they talk about games, they're exactly the tourists y'all claim the leftists are. But y'all let these motherfuckers slide for some fucking reason. How dare? How motherfucking dare? I don't fucking play the story at all. It's gonna be woke based off of how I fucking feel. Suck ass. Y'all gonna, and the sad part is motherfuckers gonna find minute details in that. Clock me right now. Motherfuckers are gonna find minute details in Grand Theft Auto 6 and be like, woke, don't buy. And guess what? That shit gonna break records. Fuck y'all. The whole reason why Stellar Blade was being championed was because it was apolitical goon material. Yeah, because that makes it better. She's got Bayonetta tatted on her arm. She's a loser. She, by her own metrics and standards, is a, say it with me, class, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Loser. She's a loser. Oh, she's a loser. But let's hear this loser explain herself. And we're going to do it in fast motion because 33 minutes? My God.
Okay, so this video has been a long...
Who we beefing with? I don't have beef with anybody. I don't have beef with anybody online. I'm 25 years old. I would like to argue that I am too old to be beefing with anybody online. If a motherfucker hate me, that's a simple you problem. I don't have beef with a soul.
Long time coming. A little over a month ago, I got canceled from the anti-woke side, right? Canceled attempt. You know, it is what it is. I lost a lot of followers here
Weird, because I thought cancel culture didn't exist on that side.
on YouTube and on X because I said I do not want perversion in video games.
Why is she a loser? Oh, because, well, okay, I can answer that one. Because she sat there and called a bunch of people freaks, yet she's a freak. She called a bunch of people, you know, who like all this gooner bait in their video games, losers, perverted, and she has a Bayonetta tattoo on. She has merch from gooner type anime. She has a fucking life-size statue of a video game character, yet everybody else is a gooner? No. That's not how that logic's gonna work. That's not how that logic's gonna work. Yeah, TikTok's back. Our brain rot's back, boys. We did it. We did it. Our brain rot's back. Aren't you all happy? Now, when stupid people continue to say things online, I have easy access to them. Aren't you all happy? I thought you all would be happy TikTok's staying. I know I am. I know I sound sarcastic, but I'm serious. Because anyone championing a ban of a social media app, I don't ever want to hear you bitch about free speech ever again. And I'm not ever going to fucking champion shit getting banned. I'm going to just tell y'all be smart with what y'all doing on social media. Like, hello. That ain't no crime of the century. That's just being real. You know what I mean? Jesus! You know what I mean?
And that includes that of the straight variety, right? Now, some people I've learned that the anti-woke, there are different factions in the anti-woke crowd. I am a Christian. Everything I do, everything...
You're not a Christian. You're going to hell. You have tattoos on your body. You say things that are unbecoming of an actual Christian follower, and I will gladly see you in hell. We are going to hell together. We are going to be chilling with Satan together. We are going to be rubbing fronts on the fire together.
Everything I say, everything in my life is centered around Christ. So I didn't make this channel 3 years ago to put my neck out there to get blacklisted from the video game industry so I can't even do mainstream work like I used to do.
Sound like you mad. Sound like you
I
mad.
didn't put myself in that position to call out the perversion with the queer ideology and this, that, and the other that has been infecting everything. I didn't put myself in that position just so I could turn around and push perversion just because it's straight. Not gonna happen. Now, if you want some sort of context, I'll give you a little bit. I'm not gonna show the actual video because I do have a lot of Christians who follow me who probably wouldn't appreciate having something like that thrown on the screen. But a lot of you already know.
What a bunch of pussies. Y'all don't want to see no boob. Like, what the fuck? Y'all don't want to see no titty. Y'all don't want to see no titty.
What I'm referring to. Now, this is a game called The First Descendant. Didn't play it, didn't really comment on the game itself. I commented on the material that was presented in question. And the material that was presented in question of the tweet that blew up and got me so much backlash and hate and saying I was betraying everybody was a video of a character dancing and shaking her butt in a thong with a camera focused on it. Again, I'm not gonna post it just out of respect to my fellow Christian viewers. And I know some guys.
Man, fuck them Christians. Y'all be going to church when a pastor be touching y'all's son. The fuck? And some of y'all know about it. The fuck you talking about? This isn't the way of Jesus. I got 34 fucking killed. Come on, give me 40. Give me 40. Ooh, I just shot a civilian.
Guys are struggling with pornography and they don't want to see that because of that reason. Not only was I grossly misrepresented and told, oh, what are you talking about? You're being a prude because this character was 80% clothed, huh? Funny that you want to use those words. Oh, but she's 80% clothed. Even if that includes nothing on the bottom. It kind of doesn't matter. Almost don't pretend, at least don't play stupid with me. Don't pretend that there was not lustful intent with that video. And that is not what the intent of the whole question was, right? Because here's the thing. There is a side of the anti-woke that are like me and are like, hey, I don't want perversion in our media. I don't want this to seep through our mainstream media. When they ask the question, is this what gamers want? No, I don't want that. Just like I don't want the queer stuff and I don't want the gay stuff, right? I'm not forcefully taking this stuff out of existence, but I am shaming it, just like I do the gay stuff, because it poisons society. So I do the same thing with this. Now again, people are like, oh, well, what about? I'm like, I didn't say. Oh, my only experience with this game that I have seen has been people posting cleavage shots, butt shots, and camel toe shots. And the question was, if there's another side of the game, or anti-woke side, that says that have been against the queer stuff with us, with me, and why perhaps they think we're on the same team is probably because we agreed on this. So they were loud and proud speaking against the queer stuff, but it's like, oh, what?
Yeah, because the queer is bad, but we need that straight love. That's the group you signed on with, bitch. That's the group you champion, bitch. You champion the goon, and now you're going against the goon. But the goon will never let you leave willingly. The goon will fight you when you try to fight back.
Wait a minute. You weren't against the queer stuff for any sort of moral reason. You were against the queer stuff because you weren't attracted to it. But you still want something equally as perverted, but just something that you were attracted to. Then it's like, hold up, I don't relate to you. That's not me either. And let's just talk about what is one of my arguments against the queer and the gay stuff that they keep adding to these games. These games keep tanking. They lack substance because these perverts, these queer perverts, want to insert their ideology into the game instead of actually making a good game. So guess what? They crash. Well, you know what? Same thing happened here. Here you have a game where the main focus and selling point has been driven by perverted reasons. And so, yeah, okay, here you had a peak of 264,000, and then now it is at 9.
Maybe, just maybe. I wonder if there's a game that has perverted things in it and it makes a lot of fucking money. I wonder, is there any game that exists out there that has a lot of perverted shit in it and they make a lot of money? Can y'all think of a game? Can y'all think of like one game like that? What's that? Oh, the game on the screen? Oh! It's almost like the game got to be good. It's almost like, you know, your fucking fixations and your fantasies do play a factor. The game also has to be good. Which comes back to that word. What's that word? Oh, subjective? Subjective? Which basically means your opinion? Yeah. It's like, you know, they got motherfuckers who play Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and I think those people are deranged, but they like the game. Every woman that plays My Sims is a slut, but you know, they like the game. But what can you do?
9,000 concurrent players. It dramatically dropped. Let's be real. If we're going to call Dragon Age the Veilguard a flop, this too is also a flop. Just because you are attracted to it doesn't change the fact. And as a gamer...
They got people who are addicted to gore who play God of War. I got moral to play God of War. And According to her, she's loving it. I guess I'm going to hell for promoting gore and abuse and also child neglect because she's playing the 2018 one and also has Ragnarok. So she's going to play that after too.
The gaming industry and video games as a whole hijacked by perverts, people who want their ideologies in the game. So when you have the gay stuff, you also have another branch of perverts, who the Gooners, if you will, who are watching a ton of pornography and they want that inserted in everything in their life, and they also need validation. You know how the alphabet community, LGBT, all that kind of stuff, you know, they're always screaming for validation. Not only if you are against them, if you are against their ideology, they want to crucify you. They not only need you to just be like, oh, whatever. They
just like how you crucify them by claiming that all of them are, you know, pedophiles, even though they're not. Just because you got a few bad apples don't mean the whole tree is bad. Because if we're doing that logic, we can do that logic, and I'll gladly participate. That just means all you motherfuckers who follow God, y'all got to get that same treatment. Y'all got to get the same. I got a 60 kill streak going. I am the man. I am a true hell diver. I got a 65 kill streak. I am a true hell diver. You all are not true hell divers. I'm a true hell diver.
They need your validation, and they can't cope with you being against it. And I have seen the same vitriol with.
But again, we can do this logic. I'll gladly stand with you and do that logic. Everybody who's a Catholic is a rapist. Why? Because of every motherfucker that has been caught doing it. Every school teacher wants to fuck a teenager. Why? Oh, because a bitch just got pregnant by a 15-year-old the other day. Like, we can do that. But the problem is, people want to do that without their group being crucified as well.
The Gooners after Goonergate.
Ironic phrasing. Yes, I know.
So I can't, they want me actively promoting this stuff, where I have betrayed them because I am against it. They need validation for what they're doing and what they're promoting because it's perverted. And they deep down, some of them may be in a more reprobate state, but deep down, you know it's perverted. And that's why they need the validation. That's why you have to have pride parades for gay people and troons, people cutting their body parts off to try to pretend like they're the other gender. That's why they need whole parades. That's why they need a whole month to celebrate. That's why they need to see it plastered all over every store in the month of June, because they have to work so hard.
I'm beginning to think you don't like black people celebrating their history. Well, it's too bad, because you know what significant moment in black history is about to happen? Trump getting inaugurated on Martin Luther King.
To create enough validation that will overcome the sense of shame that they feel deep down.
Boy, I just got another 64 plus kill streak. I am deviant.
Because they know it's wrong. And so you have that same demand from these Gooners to create this more validation than the shame that they feel for being pornography brain. Now you have a certain brain.
I wonder how Melonie Mac feels about Doki Doki Literature Club. Is she an avid supporter of the Doke Doke?
You have certain people who know that it's wrong, and they're trying to do better. And hey, God bless you. Read the Bible. Seek Jesus. Only he can help you. And I say this to the queer side as well.
What's happening to Trump? He's getting older. That's pretty much it. Unless something happened that I don't know about, he's just getting older.
Oh. And I have the same stance on queers as I do these Gooners. Is that, hey, yes, what you're doing is shameful. Yes, I think this stuff is shameful, and I don't want it in my entertainment because it's shameful and it's hurting society. It's disgusting and it's perverted. No, I don't want it. Do I think that people participating in these activities are losers? Yes, but
You're a loser. Melonie, you actively participated in this with Stellar Blade. And you know what's crazy? She got backlash for something else at some point, and people brought up her Christianity, and people mentioned how she has tattoos, and why the fuck do you have tattoos, you fucking sinner? And she tried to fucking scapegoat it by saying, oh, well, that's not really an issue that we need to be talking about. What? You sinner. You're sinning every day that you have the mark of the beast on your fucking body, and you have Bayonetta. You can get tattoos removed now.
You know what? It doesn't mean you have to always be a loser. Have I ever been a loser? Have I participated in activities that made me a loser? Yes, but...
What are her comments saying? Well, the first one is very interesting. Video games can be made for children, and video games can be made for adults. Banning video games for adults is a very weird stance. This don't make sense. You support Stellar Blade, but not First Descendant? Woo! Mature games have mature content. Woo! I love how she gets all dolled up to get in front of the camera to call men who are attracted to women gooners and perverts. It's so cringe and hypocritical. Woo! All the simps defending her will eventually move on to someone younger as time passes. Yeah, she's 40. I nominate Brett Cooper. Is that a good nomination? Not that y'all should be busting secret nuts to Brett, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, if I had to pick one, I should not say more logical, but you know, what else? What do I read? Melonie, you were defending Stellar Blade, and you've defended Lara Croft, and the first Descendant is tame compared to Stellar Blade. You have been very hypocritical. This is what people have a problem with. And may I point out, Lara Croft was featured on an old Playboy magazine cover trying to bring this up to you, but you lied and said it didn't happen. But when someone did bring you an actual picture, you did not respond. I love what I'm seeing. You literally have a Gooner character in your background. She has a Gooner character tattooed on her. How do you spell tattooed? Is that how you spell tattooed? Is that how you spell tattooed? I need to use my phone. Yeah, use my phone. Is this how you spell tattooed? Oh, there needs to be an extra O. There needs to be an extra O. I spelled correctly. I just want to participate. Can I participate? I mean, you know, sometimes it's okay to participate, you know? I just want to participate. I'm participating in the discourse. Let's see. Let's sort it by new. Somebody. What the fuck? Who liked this shit already? Melonie Sarkeesian is crazy. If having women in bikinis causes you to masturbate, you're the problem. This video made me unsubscribe. By the way, she defended LGBTQ when it was popular. Hypocrite. People should not take you seriously. You don't get it. You're allowed to have your beliefs and not enjoy the type of content. Personally, I don't need tits flopping around my face either. The difference between you and me is you want to force it on everyone, whereas I couldn't care less what they do. As long as it's not front of kids or people who didn't consent witness it. I strongly advise you put the Bible down just for one day. Try thinking for yourself. I support you. Don't back down, but believe in real Catholic faith. Disagree with you completely. I'm wondering why people are up in arms about this. If you don't agree with Melonie Mac, that's fine. Just move on. Oh, well, the problem is because they put all their beliefs into YouTubers. Why do you think motherfuckers why do you think motherfuckers get mad at me when I say some shit they don't agree with? It's because they live and die by my words. The main issue is her being a hypocrite. There's a reason why she never once in this video brought up Stellar Blade, which she has supported and had no problem with the provocative costumes. The first Descendant basically have the same type of costume sets, which the majority of them are locked behind a paywall. She grifted and deceived her viewers in supporting Stellar Blade, but all of a sudden doesn't like the first Descendant and calls her audience who likes the game gooners and degenerates. That's the hypocrisy that she's getting called out on. Play the Cody Rhodes entrance music. I don't know. I'm enjoying not dealing with the copyright right now. I mean, oh look, there's me. Look at me. Look at me in my own algorithm. Look at that. Look at that. Sorry, you're just wrong. You don't get to dictate other people on what they should be doing. Have an opinion, but don't push it on other people. Adults don't need anyone else's permission to like what they like. Ooh, I don't know about that one, because they got some shit out there that, you know, I feel like we can all come together and say grown adults should not be watching porn of children. Oh, Professional victim, fake Christian. I'm born Muslim and more of a Christian than her. Wow. Not very bright, in my opinion. Kind of slow. Pray to your false god. Hypocrite AF. The snake sheds her skin. Ooh. She really went full Marge Simpson with this one. What about Stellar Blade? Leviticus 19:28. You shall not make gashes in your flesh for the dead. Or it's... Ah! That's the tattoo quote. You need to have a job and a life to be canceled, Melonie. Burn. Burn. Just a burn. I thought you were better than this, Melonie. Unsubbing. You know what? That's like the third one I've seen, so why not just pull it up? Why not? What's her name? Melonie Mac. This is her gaming channel. What the fuck? Where's her channel? Where's Melonie Mac? Melonie Mac. Okay, let's see what we get here. Okay, here we go. Wait, no, where the fuck is her YouTube? Did I have the right? Do I not know how to spell? Oh, it's Melonie Mac Go Boom. Wicked, dude. Wicked, dude. Oh, she's lost 1,000 subs. Oh, she's lost 1,000 subs. Okay. I mean, that ain't too bad. That's not too bad. Compared to the fucking comment section Daily Wire channel that has lost like 500K. Yeah, this ain't too bad. This is not too bad at fucking all. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How many of you are watching me? I got 10 of you suckers, and I got 73 of you suckers. What's up, guys? How are you all doing this day? I want to keep reading, but I also want to refresh this. Oh, more people are liking it. Yay! More people. You fuckers, you're going to see. You went and found my shit. You fuckers, I know what you're doing. I don't see any call for censorship in this video. These comments are bullshit. I'm not going to say she's calling for censorship. I'm saying she's a hypocrite. What a hypocrite you are, Melonie, and everyone else smells your BS. How many dudes thirsted on you? I'm looking at your profile picture. You should not be saying that word. I think the black hair looks good, but I heard some about this video topic, so I wanted to see what was up. Honestly, you're not wrong. It's just how I feel. But games of all kinds of weird kinks via mods in Japan arcade, it just got weird. Got a weird little short guy market. Jews from wow. Melonie has gone full Christian cultist. You're literally using religion to be a hypocrite. Oh my God. You know what? You know what? You know what? To hell with the copyright. I prefer Brother Patrick. We don't have time for that right now.
I have sought Jesus Christ, and I walk with Jesus Christ, and it is walking with Jesus Christ that gives me the strength to avoid and to overcome temptations that if I were to succumb to would make me a loser. Okay? So that's the thing when I talk about the Gooners, all this stuff. It's not from a place that gives me the strength to avoid and to overcome temptations that if I were to succumb to would make me a loser.
Look at the shit behind her. A Laura Croft statue, a Pachita fucking plushie, another what could be Laura Croft statue, several figurines, books, a fucking Pittsburgh Steeler piece of merchandise. Bitch, you're a loser. You ought to be embarrassed to be alive. You're a loser. Like, that's peak loser shit. There's nothing that I could say that could help you, you fucking loser. You loser. Imagine what's off camera. Gotta be a couple dildos. Gotta be. Gotta be. Gotta be. Hey.
Okay, so that's the thing when I talk about the Gooners, all this stuff. It's not from a place that you're never going to amount to anything, but it is from a place of, hey, what you're doing and what you're promoting and what you're normalizing and what you want normalized in society and in video games in general to desensitize people is perverted, it's hurting you, it's loser activities. Now there's all these whataboutisms. What about Lara Croft? What about this? Don't pretend. And so you're either coming
I'm loving how this might start off. I'm loving the potential here. I'm loving it. I'm loving how this might start.
from bad faith, or you are delusional because you are so desensitized from women because you watch so much pornography that you can't even see a woman without thinking of pornographic things. Lara Croft, she's created with a curvy body type. Curvy women exist each and every single day. There is nothing wrong with that.
Get the chair. Ain't no fucking way. Ooh, 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 bitch. Ooh, bitch. That's my talking point. That's my talking point that I use to beat you motherfucking horn dogs. Ooh, you finna, ooh, bitch. Ooh, bitch. Ooh, woo, woo, shit. Woo, shit. You know what? I ain't getting the chair. I'm too entrenched.
And the reason why the woke side tries to remove female curves is not for the intent of even purity purposes, because women are curvy. That's reality. Not every woman is curvy, but there are lots of women who are curvy. And so when you have a character with some level of exaggeration of those curves, then it's exaggerating their femininity. There's a difference between exaggerating the femininity of a female character versus
Bro, you was one of the people. He was one of the people talking about it, bro. He was one of the people talking about it, bro.
exaggerating the character for entirely
I thought they was trying to get that male gaze, bro.
lustful purposes. Now, Lara Croft was a character who was curvy, feminine, but you play those classic games and you show me anything that was lustfully intended, right? Show me anywhere where Lara Croft acted like a slut, because she didn't.
Hey, here's the thing. Let me help you. You couldn't, because it was a pixelated fucking character. There you go. There you go. I just helped you. Thank you. You're welcome.
Show me anything, because it's not there. Tomb Raider.
Also, porn.
It has substance as a game. The character design was really good, artistically speaking, and aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but was not created in a way to incite lustful intent. It was, oh, here's an attractive character that you can acknowledge as an attractive character, but it wasn't created for lustful intent in the same way that a game, here, let's pose this game where the characters are all wearing lingerie. Like, excuse me, that is not the same thing, and you know it. Be genuine for once. Let's not...
Be genuine for once. Okay, you be genuine for once, because you're not showing these people so far in 33 minutes of it, 11 minutes into a 33-minute video, you have not talked about Stellar Blade, where you were defending all that bouncing around on the booby physics. You have this loser-ass tattoo on your fucking body. You have this loser-ass statue. You have all the loser-ass merch behind you. Same, bruh. It ain't hard to be normal. It ain't hard. You just make it hard.
Play here, and let's not pretend that I want characters to be made ugly. Beauty comes from God. God created beauty. Yes, I want to see video game characters.
If that's true, why are you so ugly?
That people
burn.
Be beautiful as well, but I don't want them to be perverted. Beauty and perversion are two different things. And I think what has happened with society is it has promoted perversion. It has celebrated perversion. We've had this, oh, live and let live type mentality. Don't kink shame. Don't shame people's sexualities. They made up an entire concept of sexuality that isn't real. God created woman for man. That's it. There's no other sexuality. Anything else.
Where's your man? Oh, he left you for a gay man. Got it.
This is a perversion of God's creation as per the Bible. You know what else is perversion of God's creation? When you're substituting, if you're, I'm going to use a male as an example. If you're substituting a wife for 8 pixels on a screen, that's perverted.
What about if you're substituting a woman for a man? Never would have made it without you. I would have lost it all. But now I see how you were there for me.
Sexual gratification is supposed to come from your wife. And if you are seeking alternate sources, seeking those sources for sexual pleasure, you are acting in abomination and perversion.
The more I think about it and the more she brings it up, the more I believe it that her husband left her for a gay man. Like, the more she brings it up like this, the more I'm inclined to fucking believe it.
Simple as that. And anything that is created with the intent to make you do that is the same. And I ain't just hear saying it's just guys doing that. Women do that too. There are actual Gooner games for women. I have seen them. I've seen people post them unabashedly. No shame. There are games that's usually of the romance novel variety, and you have a bunch of male suitors, you know, really attractive male suitors who, more so, and you're not going to see as much. It's going to be portrayed in a little different way when it's meant to appeal to women, but it's still equally as perverted and equally as disgusting because it's trying to elicit the same reactions. So you have these.
So look, show it, and you would actually be able to make some sense of it. Here's the problem. There's versions of that. Yes, there's version of that where you're just falling into a dating simulator where you're doing nothing but getting a high school sweetheart or a coworker sweetheart. You're not fucking. Unless you go specifically to look for that type of game, you're not fucking. You know how I know that? Alex has Futanari games on his stream account. It's very disturbing to see.
These suitors, and they try to, you as the female player, they're trying to seduce you and win you over. And you know, the goal here with these games is for these guys to be whispering sexual things in the player's ear and are going to create a fantasy, a sexual.
90% of those games, you don't hear any dialect. You have to read that shit, which makes it funny as fuck, mind you.
Fantasy for said player. Again, that is not God's design. God's design is for a woman to have said pleasure from her husband. So if she is seeking outside sources for sexual gratification and pleasure that is not a husband, then she is committing a perversion.
What if you don't have one? Are you committing perversion by just standing there? What if you lose your husband to a gay guy? Like, is that a sign of you being a failure to provide for a man? The silence is meant to be awkward.
Whether that be a visual novel like that, whether that be a book with that purpose, or whether that be even just a video game, like any regular video game, if that is what she is using that game for. So let's not pretend that some of these games don't purposefully try to elicit a sexual gratification out of the player. And there is a strong difference between a character being made to be aesthetically attractive, just like we can appreciate art, versus a character in a game that is designed to create sexual gratification out of the player. Okay, I know a lot of you aren't even going to hear what I'm saying, and you're still going to be doing these whataboutisms in my comments because you're so defensive. But hey, maybe some will listen. Same with like the queers and all that. You ever see how it just sounds like you're arguing with demons? It's the same way. These demons have a hold on these people, and they can't be reasoned with because they are so engulfed in their perversion. And what they don't realize is that the satisfaction they think that they're getting out of their perversion is just self-destructive. It's like you want to tell somebody to stop doing drugs because they're hurting themselves, but they cannot hear it.
Not even close to the same thing. Never in the line of sight is that close to being the same thing. Good attempt though, but it's like not even comparable.
And it is the same thing. A lot of these gooners that are mad, and you know, it's crazy. All these gooners.
TJ, I appreciate the $2. I'm not saying that out loud though.
They're mad at me because I spoke out against, no, I don't want this. That doesn't fix the gaming industry. People think that, oh, make all these characters naked, make them all naked or half naked or in lingerie, make all the female characters in lingerie, and that fixes everything. No, it doesn't. Making good games fixes everything. Making games that actually have substance and quality fixes everything. And I'm going to tell you, if you actually look at a brilliant and artistic mind who can create a masterpiece.
You're not that. You don't have a creative bone in your body. All you do is bitch. Much like me. But I'm comfortable in my bitching. You're not.
Typically, they have respect for their work. And as a result, you're going to see that portrayed.
The people who make all these games have respect for their work. They all have respect for their work. What are you talking about?
The characters that they could create as well. So are you going to find a perverted game that happens to be a masterpiece? The chances of that are almost non-existent because, again, someone even capable of
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs.
Once again, perverted game. Wildly successful. Wildly successful perverted game right here. Grand Theft Auto. It wasn't that hard to find. Oh, look, I can find another one. Grand Theft Auto 4. I can find another one. Grand Theft Auto 3. I can find another one. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
In the first place, producing a masterpiece is going to respect their work enough for that not to happen. Just like look at movies. If you compare a masterpiece of a movie to pornography, I keep saying porn because of YouTube. I'm like,
Some of you keep saying Baldur's Gate, and you know, never played it. The idea of getting fucked by a bear is not really alluring to me. But sure, if you want to throw that one in, if you enjoy getting fucked by bears, you can.
Citation stuff. Have you ever in the history of your life seen something actually taken serious where somebody was like, wow, this pornography movie, my mind is blown by how insanely good the plot was and how the story, just that plot twist, the story just left me thinking about life and just, it changed me on a spiritual level. No, that doesn't happen because it's not art, it's perversion. I want art. As somebody, I appreciate art. I'm an artist myself. I love to draw. Like, I care about art. And people make jokes and act like, oh, what kind of stuff have you drawn? I bet you've drawn like perverted stuff before. It's like, literally no. Like when I was a little kid, you draw body parts and stuff as a joke. But literally no, it's just like, you know what, I haven't. And I'm not saying everybody who has can't be an artist. They can, but that's not from an artist. That's like a fleshly outlet. It's like a perverted outlet, right? But when it comes to actual art, fine art, and I could be a bit, I don't want to say an art snob, but
you're 39 years old. You are the British cigarette that you talk about so much.
And especially my work with it, I'm not saying that my work should be hung in the Smithsonian, but I'm just saying the amount of pride that I take in my work because I genuinely care about art. I feel like if I were to draw some smutty picture, would be perverting what I want to develop as my talent.
Get the tattoo off your shoulder. Get those tattoos off your shoulder.
So at the end of the day, when we want good video games, which are an artistic medium, it's really difficult and almost impossible.
Wait a minute. Bitch, you can't speak about good games. You the same dumb strumpet who fucking sat there and didn't know the story of Sonic to where you thought his hand not being on that bitch face somehow derailed the story. To the gallows with you.
To have a masterpiece that is also perverted. That is, here, we're going to throw this in there directly for the people who want to lust after it. Let's make this completely with the intent of making the player lust and feel sexual desire for it. That's already corrupted their work. That's corrupted the work already. It is what it is. So, no, I will continue to speak out against them deliberately defeminizing female characters. And I will continue to speak out against them deliberately emasculating male characters, for example. And I don't think
You don't know anything about being a man. You don't know how I get demasculated. Like, what are you talking about? Stick to your subjects, you false prophet. I'll stick to mine.
The answer to fighting back against this perverted stuff is to make women ugly. That's not the answer, because if you teach men that you can't even look at a woman unless she's ugly or you're going to be gooning after her, that's not practical, and it's also just like weak. So here's the difference. It's one thing to say, okay, here's a character that's built to be attractive, which everybody is going to see attractive people in their life. But what separates a person from an absolute loser is that they can see an attractive person and not lose their minds and need to go take a break and run to the bathroom, and touch themselves. Like, let's be real. I was actually going to plan this to be a lot more articulate. I just turned on.
This was not articulate at all. You could have planned this a wee bit better. And it would have been a wee bit better if you planned it out just a wee bit better.
The camera and just started talking. And this is where I'm at now, so I don't know how coherent this even is.
It's not coherent at all.
As a whole, and I could talk a lot more, but I got to be cautious or careful or cognizant of everybody's time. But I'm just saying,
cognizant of everybody's time. 33-minute video to the gallows.
Straight now. And you can unfollow me if you want. I don't care. I didn't make this channel just to pander to people. I made this channel because I was already burned by a lot of the corruption. I've already seen a lot of the corruption in the gaming industry. I've seen a lot of the perversion, and some of the perversion that I defended. So I'm not here acting like I'm better than everybody. I'm here from a place now of no.
No, okay. And I don't call myself a doctor, professor, philanthropist, gynecologist because it sounds funny.
Oh wait, okay, I can't support this because Jesus Christ changed my life.
Okay, then stop playing games. Burn everything in that room to the ground.
And he can change your life too. I don't care if you had 1,000 screenshots of these games that you were jerking it to, or if you live a gay lifestyle, or whatever it is. You can be saved through Jesus Christ. You don't have to be a slave to this. So let that be known. So yeah, I shame the activity, but I'm not saying that everybody who's participating in it will be doomed to be a loser forever. They don't have to be.
You're a loser forever. Not you, gamer. The woman on the screen. She's a loser forever.
So it was important to me to make that abundantly clear because some people have the impression that this is something that I defended, and I have in the past. So I have to differentiate myself from that as a Christian and as a creator to let people know that, hey, that's not me, that's not what I'm supporting, that's not what I'm encouraging, and that's not what I'm promoting. I want to call out perversion and things that I don't like in the nerd culture space, and that's why I have this channel. And whatever I do beyond that, we'll see, because I don't even know at this point. After Goonergate, I was like, well, that's how everybody expects me to be, and that's the only substance of my channel.
Oh, please, everyone bully her off the internet so that we can have more reasonable discourse. the more we shake the grain, the more we dangle those keys out of their fucking pockets, the more they all believe that they're not valued. Make them whittle away.
To hop on here and be like, oh, well, guys, look at that. We win. Her whole butt's out. Yeah, hot. That's not me. That's not going to be me. I would rather not have the channel at all. I would rather quit this channel.
Delete it. Delete it. God, make her quit.
And go full time with a leap of faith on my Bible channel. I am not doing that. I'm not. I don't care if it gets me views, clicks, likes, donos. Don't care. I'm not doing it. I have credibility. I walked away from mainstream gaming industry. I got blacklisted from the mainstream gaming industry. Some of y'all don't know that was my bread and butter. That's what paid my bills. I was hosting for these companies online, even on
boo-hoo! Pick yourself up by the bootstrap.
television, at events around the world. And it's like, because of my outspokenness and because I spoke against a lot of the stuff that they push, I got blacklisted from all that. So I didn't walk away from that to just pander to Gooners. I didn't do.
You could also be kicked out of that because, you suck. Because me not knowing that, didn't know that. Seeing how bad you are at talking about games, I could see why you got kicked out. But that's another story.
Do that. I didn't trade speaking out against one perversion to promote another. I'm not gonna do that. And so it's like, I haven't felt comfortable in this space whenever that's expected of me. And so it's like, I don't know what I'm doing from here on this channel. I don't know. Because I've just not felt the most inspired when it's like, wait a minute, is this who I'm supposed to be encouraging? So yeah, I'm gonna be trying some different things on this channel. I'll still probably react to certain headlines and gaming news that apply.
I'm so excited to see the shift of Melonie Mac, the YouTuber.
To me, like, oh wow, we got a new Tomb Raider announcement or something. Even if I hate it, oh look what they did, they made Lara Croft ugly. Like, I will speak out against that. But I really do feel like there's maybe a different direction I'm supposed to be in, and we'll see what that is. Maybe it's not completely just focusing on Bible channel. If it is, if God called me to that, I would do it, and I know God would provide for me. But I'm still gonna focus on that channel. But maybe it's just changing some things up here. I kind of want to do some content like where I actually put a lot of editing into it and talk about a lot of things that, from my perspective, that require editing and more focus and than just turning on a camera and just talking for 10 minutes or in this case almost 30. So I don't know. And if that's the case, then it'll be less uploads. I'm not gonna be able to upload 5 days a week as I used to. But we'll see. And so just I ask those who are supportive of me to pray that God would guide me in the direction that I'm supposed to be, because I do feel like I'm at a turning point in this right now. Because it's like, wait, I don't know. So anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with me and hearing me out. Probably gonna get some people hating and who didn't listen to a word I said and who will.
Oh, I listened to a word you said, and my immediate response is, "What about that fucking tattoo?" Oh, more people are liking my comment. I'm doing so good. The well must be drying up. It's drying up in ways that you could expect. Has she posted since? No, she hasn't. A community post? No. Melanie, the world is wondering, where is Melonie Mac in our time of need? Where is Melanie? No, come back. I want to see this great editing that you have for me. Now, class, you all listen to Melonie Mac. What do you think? Do you think that she's a hardened Christian trying her damnedest to save us all from our gooning activities? Or is this just some dumbass bitch? I know what I think, but I want to know what you think. No, the fuck I don't. Why are you so rude? Why be so rude? You could just say no, you demon of the night. Well, that's part one of the story. Are you ready for part two? I don't know which one's worse. Because I watched this whole video, so I'm not going in blind with this one. This video sucks. This video is the opposite side, but somehow dumber. Not dumber. I don't know. This is gonna be up to you to figure out who's dumber in this one. The hypocrite who preached to the choir and then got mad when everybody was like, "Hold on, bitch, we thought you were on our side." Or the guy who gets mad that, "How dare you speak about me and my stuff?" So let's watch.
Had gone away, and honestly,
hold on. I don't know what I just did. I just pressed start and the fucking button just did all that. Well, thankfully, this one isn't 33 minutes.
well, it looks like Goonergate is back in full swing, and I wasn't going to cover it originally because I thought it had gone away, and honestly, it is completely unnecessary.
Goonergate will never go away because you horn dogs will always find something to talk about to get your weenies erect.
To even be a thing, but it's back. So you know what? I'm going to talk about it. And it's an unfortunate situation. Like, this does not have to be happening in the way it is. It's fine to talk about, but the rift that is being caused right now, really mostly by one side, it just doesn't have to be here, and it should stop immediately. What's up, everybody? It's Jay Viper. We're going to get into this, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. And let's get to it right after you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
I didn't do any of those things. I didn't do any of those things. So does the video just fucking stop? Or does it keep fucking going?
So here's the deal. Melonie Mac originally pushed back against the whole situation where women were being shown, their bodies are being shown in games. She says it's perversion to have that in games, and it's the same thing as LGBTQ being in games. And you know what? I just have to push back against it because that is just simply not the case. Now, for those of you who don't know where this all started, let me show you the original tweet that kicked this entire thing off. So here it is. Pirate Nation posted the question, is this what gamers want? And you had a host of people saying absolutely not. I believe it started with Dread Pirate Roberts and like a quote tweet that he had, and then Melonie Mac joined in, John Della Rose, John F. Trent, and a host of other people that agreed with him, as well as a host of people that did not. And that was people like Hypnotic, Smash JT, Torch, and...
Is this what you gamers want? Asians in a One Piece? Speaking of which, should I just give up and watch One Piece? I saw this great edit of like a One Piece arc where like a character was crying and was like, oh, do you want to die? Just, no, I want to live. And I was like, you know what? That's enough reason to give One Piece a chance. Who are these people? What a great question you just asked me. I'll sum it up like this. Losers. Did I sum it up for you perfectly? I hope my silence proves that I did.
And so many others. And I just mostly made fun of the situation because I thought it was a goofy argument, but it just kept escalating, and it has created an absolute rift right down the middle that doesn't.
I'll lose respect for you if you watch One Piece. Wow! Well, you know I crave your respect in all aspects of life. But Jesus, what's the point of me having a Crunchyroll account if I can't watch anime on it? Whoa! Although I do only watch romance anime. So it's like, you probably already don't have respect for me.
Need to be here. So Melonie recently released this video. We're not going to watch her go over the whole thing because it's 33 minutes long. But in it, she basically said, and equated that people that were into this stuff, that basically said, let the market decide, or, you know, let developers make women how they want, you know, let them be, you know, partially clothed or whatnot. I mean, she likened them to the LGBTQ community that was pushing that stuff. And it's just wrong. It's not the same thing at all. These are not the same thing. I understand Melonie's very religious. She's very serious about religion. She's found God, etc. And you know what? Absolutely good for her and others that have, you know, people like me. I'm not like super religious or anything like that, but, you know, I speak to God. I have religious feelings. I know he exists, things like that. I feel like I have a good relationship without going fully into the whole reading the Bible every day, etc. Like I know that me saying that will just discount my entire opinion to someone like her. Okay, I know that. But I also try to ground myself in logic at the same time, right? So I can't just go jump on board and cover the women, don't look at them, don't have certain feelings. People are made a certain way. And if you're not hurting others, I feel like you're doing the right thing as long as you're not spiraling into degeneracy. And I don't think liking to look at a woman or a woman liking to look at a man is degeneracy. I don't think it is. And I don't believe in the Bible it says don't look at women.
I'm gonna be honest. Gotta be honest. If you're against gay gooning, you also have to be against straight gooning. What are you talking about, bro? Are you telling me that Are you gonna sit here and tell me that me being against LGBTQ propaganda in my entertainment also means I have to be against Bugs Bunny kissing a man? A rabbit kissing a man? Well, that's just not the America I want to live in.
And don't enjoy looking at men or women. I don't think it says that anyway. Maybe I'm wrong, okay? And I think from all this, like, just the name Goonergate is freaking stupid. Whoever came up with this, I want to smack you, like, so hard, like, literally for real.
That's abuse, sir. You'll go to jail. Going to jail over being called a gooner? It's hard work.
It puts a horrible, like, view on the people who are against this and basically just calling...
I view you all as horny losers, but I'm consistent in my hatred. My hatred is not based on how I feel about any moment in time.
And gooners, like, if they see a woman, they just do and they can't control themselves. It just simply isn't.
Well, Bugs is a male rabbit, so that would be gay? No, that'd be bestiality, you fucking idiot! What? That'd be bestiality, you swine! Just how wrong could you have been just now?
The case. Really, this is like more like a cover yourself update. You know, they want to cover the women. They want to have men not look at them. Cover your eyes. Like, I know it's not as catchy, but I mean, this isn't about like people being unable to control themselves. It's not, because many people can look at a woman or a man and control themselves just fine. Okay, and on top,
just like how many people can look at a man and a woman and can't control themselves. You can't speak on one without clearly speaking about the other. That is also true, sir.
This. with the LGBTQ stuff, this was being put through games everywhere. This is why these things are not the same. They were being put in kids' games. They were being put in hidden in games where you wouldn't expect it. Next thing it shows up. It was being flushed into IPs. Let's say Dragon Age of Veilguard. Dragon Age was always woke. Dragon Age was not always woke. Dragon Age always had things in it. They made Veilguard woke as like the primary objective. It's not the same. And that is something that destroyed that game. And that is what this woke mind virus has been doing to games. And that's what we're fighting against. And to say that women being...
Can we be honest? Y'all are doing the worst job fighting against the woke mind virus. Y'all buy the game, promote the game by talking about it, and then they end up making sequels. And you niggas think, oh fuck, we're fighting the good fight. You sycophants. You fucking sicky-fants. Why am I not hearing any of the fucking audio? Hello? What is wrong with you?
And I will also bring this up. Melonie Mac has defended Stellar Blade, Eve from Stellar Blade, many times. I know
this is true.
There's some stuff from way back in 2020 where she said, she defended gays, things like this. And I say, I'm going to give her benefit of doubt. She says she's changed, she found God. Okay, but you found God before.
Oh, so it's cool if you change your mind to get away from the gays, but if you get away from the goon, that's a sin. You can never truly get away from the goon. You can't get away from the gooning activity because the gooning activity is forever, bitch. It's forever, you bitch. It's forever. You can't leave it, bitch.
Where you defended Eve in Stellar Blade. Is she gooner bait? Why did you defend her? Okay, and here is Melonie.
Why? You're not giving her the benefit of the doubt for changing her mind.
In her own words, right here. All right, so this is from April 1st of last year, right before Stellar Blade release.
So, here we have coming to us from Bounding into Comics, IGN France scrambles to backpedal after writing off Stellar Blade protagonist Eve as a doll sexualized by someone who has never seen a woman.
Okay, so she says this. Now, I just want to put this in context, okay? When you say that she's a protagonist that's a doll sexualized by someone who's never seen a woman, what is that saying? That is this person, Spencer, calling people gooners. That is just another way that they're sexualizing Eve like a doll. The same way that First Descendant video was supposedly being sexualized. Even though, again, that video from First Descendant was a special skin. And not only that, the character's a dancer, and then someone obviously took the camera and went under her and was just looking at her butt. I mean, that's not how you play the game. But again, what does she have to say? Is she gonna be like, you're right?
I just want to know, has this journalist never seen a woman? Did they not recognize that beautiful women do, in fact, exist?
And you know what? That's the right take, Melonie. But we had seen many versions.
Oh, that's the right take. But she escaped the goon. She's seen the light. But now we have to get one of the gooners to be upset about it. Oh.
By this point, we knew that she was not fully clothed at all times. Okay, we knew that at this point. So I push back again about this whole degeneracy situation that Melonie has been pushing here. I don't believe it at all. So Melonie also says this. I lost a lot of followers on this topic, but I'm not afraid to speak against perverts, queer, or straight. Queer ideology adds no substance to gaming. And just the same, games based on lustful intent lack substance. Get the perverts out of gaming and give us good games. So, okay, when you just say get the perverts out of gaming, we're like, yeah, get the absolute freaks out. But she is comparing perverts and associating that to anyone who isn't with her, right? And she did that in that video. She said, if you like the stuff, you're entertaining demons. That is what she said. And it's just wrong, okay? I don't like that. It's too straight line. It isn't a fair criticism of people who are simply saying, let the women actually look like women. They are in a bathing suit. Again, this right here, she's just in a leotard and dancing. This isn't a big deal. And someone has taken the camera and gone down. You don't play it.
It's perversion. You can't have it. It's perversion at the highest level.
From this angle, this is someone that did this and made it look this way. It's not the game. And by the way, people did that with Lara Croft an awful lot when it was first out. Like, I like these people that we're talking about, right? Like, this is Dread Pirate Roberts. This is a cool guy. I like him. He unfollowed me when this all began, and I really didn't say much of anything. He's one of a few that did.
Oh, you gay! Don't you start? Well, you unfollowed me, so don't. Please don't. I'm trying to have a normal fucking day. I don't need this. I don't need this in my ethos. It's like you got blocked probably because you're a fucking weirdo. And motherfuckers have the right to fucking block you. Please don't. Please don't.
For no reason. All I did was pretty much point and make fun of the whole situation because it's a joke.
Oh, you made fun of somebody online, so, that'll be it. Just like how when you get made fun of, you block or mute motherfuckers. Like, it's okay. You can chill the fuck out. You're all right. No one wants to touch you. You'll be fine.
Joke, right? It should never have gotten to where it is. But he is replying to York here, right? York says, apparently Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 does feature LGBTQ anti-natural relationships, which may or may not be true. We still aren't sure. This is just a report. Anyway, he's basically talking about vote with your wallets, things like this. And Dread Roberts compares this to how women are being dressed in video games, saying, whoa, hey now, just let the pieces fall where they may, right? He's basically being sarcastic here. Let devs make what they want to make. Let the free market decide. Don't manipulate what you think about the game with your influence over one measly gay sex scene, or else everyone will think you're imposing your beliefs on others and wanting to control gaming. You're violating freedom of speech and freedom of expression. You authoritarian, you fascist. And then he does his skulls. So again, making fun of this situation, these aren't the same things. And I actually went over that a little bit ago, right? I went over this. They aren't the same. So reply to him from Matt. Are you comparing?
Bros, let's kill the horse. Let's be real here. All that fucking nasty ass gooning that y'all fucking do, you're weird. It's okay, bros. It's all right. You'll be all right. I'm here to let you know you're fucking weird. And it's all right. Just don't jerk off to video game characters. I think we can all agree on that one. Can't we? Can't we all agree on that one? Can't we all agree on that one? That sounds like something I could get behind. I'm so tired of him. Yep. You're not the only one. What did we learn, class? What did we learn? I learned a lot, might I say. I learned a whole hell of a lot. I learned that these gamers suck. They're not good. They don't know how to promote. They're actually terrible human beings. Melonie Mac is stupid. That's a good thing to learn. But I feel like we knew that already. I feel like you and I, we already had that type of bond that we know. I learned, I'm glad I only play single player games. I mean, you could play multiplayer games and still walk away with a normal mind. Why? Because you're not these fucking people. And isn't that just a better way to live life? I think so. But class, I feel as though our time together is up. I feel as though we learned a lot today. Now, you'll excuse me, I am going to be on my merry way. To do what? Oh, nothing. And I mean it. Absolutely nothing. Goodbye.